Hey, good morning, guys. It's Ryan with janitorleads.com. Remember, our mission at janitorleads.com is to help small janitorial businesses grow by giving them access to very cost effective leads. In fact, our leads are only $7.95. I've talked about this many, many times. Literally, you could buy hundreds of leads from janitorleads.com. And if you were to just close one of those leads, you're going to ROI off of that. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about sales and how you can build a sales machine that's going to run your business. It's super important in the janitorial business to have extreme focus on sales within your company. We can lose customers for a variety of reasons. We can have personality issues with customers. We can have customers that are closing. We can have customers that are looking for more cost-effective solutions. We could be underserving our customers. So it's always possible and highly likely that you're going to be losing customers. So it's really important that you have more customers coming in than you have going out. So how do you create a sales machine? So there's some really easy ways that you can do that. The first thing that you should probably doing is having a little bit of an AdWords campaign. That's a Google service. It can be quite expensive, but you can set a budget for yourself, maybe a couple $100s a month, that you can go to Google AdWords and set up that campaign to really target the very, very specific types of services that you're looking to sell. So when you're doing AdWords, it's super important that you don't make it super broad, because then you're going to be spending money on leads that you don't want to spend. Unfortunately, with AdWords, you pay anytime the customer clicks your AdWords. So that doesn't mean that they've actually called you. That means that they just clicked your ad. Oftentimes competitors are out there clicking that same ad. So it can be a very costly solution for lead generation, but I think it's an important part just to have a little bit of very highly targeted AdWords going. Another way that you can kind of build a sales machine is to use a service like Home Advisor. Home Advisor, basically what you do is you pay a one-time fee. I think it's a couple $100s, or maybe that's an annual fee of a couple $100, and they send you the types of leads that you want, whether it's like business clean or window cleaning or carpet cleaning. They send you kind of relevant leads. The disadvantage with that is you pay each lead. Some leads are, cheap, like 11 or 12 bucks. Other leads are more expensive, like $80 to $100. And you're also competing with other service providers for those leads. So you're not the only one that's receiving that lead. They're also sending it to 3 or 4 other janitorial companies that are doing the same thing. So Home Advisor could be a good way to get leads. Just know that you're going to be competing with other janitorial service providers for those very same leads. So, make sure that you're responding to those leads quickly, you're following up, typical sales type of things. Of course, another great solution for you is the Janitor Leads solution. So go to janitorleads.com, sign up for the mailing list, and you're going to get emailed leads that are in your area. And my suggestion for that is purchase every one of those leads that comes your way. They're just $7.95. So by far, this is the most cost-effective way for lead generation. You might only get, a couple leads per year. So it's important that when they do come across your way that you do purchase them quickly and you follow up just like anything else. The advantage of the janitorleads.com solution is that it's super cost effective and you're not competing with other janitorial companies once you receive that lead. So once you purchase it, we're not reselling it to anyone else. And the last portion of your sales machine is what I would call your whale hunting, which is basically the way that I look at whale hunting is you want to identify 100 customers, businesses that you want to service. So you go through the business directories online and you say, okay, here's 100 customers in my area that I really would like to work with. I know it may take me a couple years before I have the opportunity to work with them, but I really, really want to work with them. It's super important that you're going through this strategy, that you stick with it, because it's going to take time. In fact, it could take years before you start to see an ROI on the whale hunting portion of your sales. Once you identify those whales, you want to identify the contacts within those whales that you're going to be reaching out. Sorry, there's a bee attacking me. So who are those contacts? So how do you find them? You can call up the customer and say, hey, who's in charge of your facilities? You can research on LinkedIn or Google, but you want to find not just the company, but it's more important that you find out who are the individual contact or contacts that you want to be targeting. And it potentially could be 2 or 3 contacts within a particular organization that you're going to be going after. So let's say you identify 100 contacts. Then what you need to do is load those contacts into some sort of tracking system. You could do it in a simple thing as an Excel. We use something called Salesforce, or there's a lot of other CRM tools out there, but we use Salesforce to track our leads as part of this kind of whale hunting aspect of the sales solution. And then what you do is you want to systematically contact these people for 2 years. And you're going to contact them every single month for 2 years. And you got to vary the way you contact them. Of course, you could email them 1 month. You could call them another month. You can ask maybe to do an interview with them. You can ask them for a coffee. You could drop off a box of donuts. You could ask if you could do a demo of some carpet or window cleaning or some tile cleaning. You got to be creative, but what I would do is come up with a list of 24 different types of contacts that you can do for these customers. So all of these 24 things should be different, unique. You don't want to just call the customer 24 times, which is once every month for 2 years. So you come up with a list of 24 different things that you can be doing. You may need to purchase some specific marketing swag from a place like Vistaprint or something like that, but come up with 24 different things that you can use to connect with the customer. Once you've identified those, you need to systematically connect with that customer using those 24 items every month for 2 years. And if you don't get a pulse or response after 2 years, it's probably okay to move on to another list. But what you want to do is really target those people for 24 months. And if you close 1 or 2 of those whales, it's totally worthwhile. But it's really important that you keep this machine going. Again, remember to visit janitorleads.com. Talk to you soon.